This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
What about our Quasar podcast, The Quantum Zone?
What about our Quasar podcast?
So angry.
The first Earthman ever appointed detector of the universe. Bonded to the energy transforming quantum bands that are both weapons and symbols of a station that fights an ongoing battle to prevent all life in the universe from cosmic evil as Quasar. Yeah, Matt, Will was just asking a question.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Quantum Zone, episode 60. See, look, 60. If we just covered the solo series, we'd be done with it already.
But we're only up to 20, so.
That's right. You guys are stuck with us for years. I am Phil. Joining me as always, master of the Quantum Zone, Will. Will the Wall all red.
Hey, everyone.
And Captain Kona himself.
I'm here. Yelling and hiding from Avengers Endgame spoilers. But it's already out. It's already out by then, so I like to think I successfully did it.
Yeah. I was going to say, not to be too all inside baseball, but yeah, we're recording this just a few days before Endgame comes out, so.
Yeah.
Oh, spoilers, Matt. Rocket's in it.
Yes.
So's Ant-Man. Sorry, man.
You mean regular size man? See, he didn't see that.
Yeah.
All right. So, speaking of Mr. Kona, I just wanted to personally and publicly shout him out for sending me comics. See, people, you don't even need money to bribe me. You just need comics.
There you go. Get that Quasar Marvel Age there, yeah.
Yeah, that Marvel Age. I was reading the quiz again that we took. And then the 2099, some Ravage, which I had never read before.
Yeah.
And
you completely lost between, because I didn't include Ravage number 2. I just gave you 1 and 3.
It's such a broad, it's such a massive story. I was having trouble. But it was Stan Lee.
That's
right.
And Greg Capullo, is that?
No, Paul Ryan.
That's right, Paul Ryan. Yeah.
You know.
Speaking of Quasar, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Early days. Yeah.
Although, was there one? Is this the one? No. What was I reading? I thought it was one of these Ravages, unless it was something else, because thought they were like, oh yeah, Paul needs a break from drawing that big double-sized Fantastic Four issue.
Oh yeah. Didn't he go on to Superman after that?
Yeah, he did do some Superman, but yeah.
Or the Flash, Superman, the Flash, maybe? I can't remember. It's been a long time.
I think he might have done a few issues of Flash too, yeah.
I'm kind of curious. I'd like to, one of those ESPN 30 for 30 types of shows about 2099, because I'd like to know how Stan Lee got onto that. I mean, Ravage is the only original new character besides the villains and stuff that the futuristic guys fight. But
well, who can we talk to? Because Stan's gone, Paul Ryan's gone.
Talk to Larry Lieber, Stan Lee's brother. Right? Yeah, he's still around.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the editor on those books?
I'm gonna say Jim Shooter. It's my prediction.
Yeah, no, probably DeFalco. Let me see.
Okay.
We got Joey Cavalieri, editor. Editor, and then Tom DeFalco, chief.
I think Cavalieri did a lot of the 2099 books, so he might know some of the genesis of it.
Maybe. I do know some of the behind the scenes on Spider-Man, because me and Charlie did talk to Peter David the one time.
Mm-hmm.
About, I guess they were looking for someone to do this Spider-Man 2099. I guess the way he said he got the job is everyone was submitting all these their ideas was it was a descendant of Peter Parker. He's like, I just want the opposite of Peter Parker. He's like, he wasn't a purely white guy. Peter was a teenager when he got his powers, so Miguel got his as an adult. Peter, when he first got his powers, didn't have any luck with women, so Miguel was engaged. He basically just went the opposite. He's like, he couldn't stick the walls. Instead, he had those claws. So
it was opposite day.
Just want the opposite of everything. Yeah.
That's cool. I should go back and let you listen to the archived episode of that.
Oh God, yeah, it was probably 2017, I think. So yes, scroll way down.
Lunatics 2017. Talk Spider-Man 2099.
And it was like mid '90s. So Peter David even told us, he's like, forget those movies. He's like, I invented organic web shooters. Spider-Man, that's what Spider-Man 2099 had.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, there's a little movie coming out this weekend called Endgame.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it'll only probably do 1, maybe 2 billion.
So, Phil, you revealed you're going to be watching it Saturday afternoon.
Yes.
And Will, I think we know you're watching it Friday afternoon. Is that
it? Or Friday morning, actually. It's a weird kind of thing. Yeah. But Friday morning.
Yeah, because he said he still hasn't seen Captain Marvel, and he doesn't think he could squeeze it in. I'm like, oh, come on, take 5 or 6 hours and watch both movies.
Jam them in there.
Oh well.
I'm watching. I'm very nervous about it because I have tickets to see it Thursday night, but at 11:15 p.m.
Oh my God!
So I gotta bring like a stress ball to keep me, something to keep me awake because I fall asleep very easily, and I will be working that day too, so I'll be getting up early in the morning, and I don't know if I can sneak a nap in there somewhere.
Or
take a nap. Definitely take a nap.
I'm gonna try.
Or just drink a ton of soda before you walk in there. Your exploding bladder will keep you awake.
Yeah. Wear an adult diaper.
Yeah.
Wear some quantum depends.
Oh no, you'll be like, I gotta pee. Then no diaper. Then you'll release. You'll be like, oh, I'm nice and warm.
Yeah. Well, I will be sure to text my thoughts to both of you guys immediately after seeing it at 2 a.m. No.
I was gonna say, I mean, my phone will be off, but I'm just gonna say, Mr. I can't see spoilers. He's gonna spoil it for us.
This is my revenge, my snap. No.
What? There's a snap?
No.
Damn kids and your snaps.
Yeah.
So, anything else up in the world? Comics and
we talked about the Guardians of the Galaxy annual that has Quasar in it. That's June. That's coming out in June.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a weekly countdown to June.
I mean, look at the excitement, Marvel. Give us a monthly book.
Yeah, come on. It'd be awesome. It would totally be awesome.
Yes, it would. So should we dive into the
the best cosmic storyline,
greater than Endgame? You can only find it here.
That's right.
Or the back issue.
Yeah. We'll call this Eon Game.
Eon Game.
Oh.
Nice.
Thank you.
Try the deal. Tip your waiter. Sorry.
But it's time. What time is it? It's clobbering time.
That's right.
Guest starring the Fantastic Four. Cosmos in Collision, Part 207 from Quasar number 20, March of 1991.
Yes.
And yeah, like you said, the title was The Stalking Horse. And of course, we get another prologue in the beginning. Because somewhere on the other side of the Milky Way, two cosmic beings meet. The larger of the two is one of the great abstract entities of our universe, never before glimpsed by a single denizen of Earth. The smaller of the two is a disembodied seeker of knowledge who was last seen in the vicinity of Saturn, questioning the ethereal, eternal Kronos about life on the higher planes of existence. As we measure time on Earth, this event occurred in the recent past. So he was hiding around Saturn, not Uranus.
It's a good thing.
Oh.
The Uranus jokes never get old, do they? It's like they're evergreen.
Uranus is evergreen. All right, so the disembodied seeker of knowledge is saying, A question for you then, Anomaly. If the universe itself sprang forth from an anomalous singularity in the stuff of non-space, non-time, and you are the very embodiment of all anomalies throughout the universe, then can it not be said that you are the great author of the universe? Boy, don't you wish Grunwald would have put some thought into this story?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, of course, Mark Grunwald, writer. Greg Capullo, penciler. Hey, what's that guy up to lately?
I don't know. He might have went on to some other things. Maybe, little tiny books like
Batman.
Yeah, and Spawn,
Mm-hmm. He loves them capes. Keith Williams, inker. Janice Chiang, letterer. Paul Beckton, colorist. Len Kaminsky, managing editor. Howard Mackey, regular editor. And Tom DeFalco, stalking editor.
Nice.
The story's
stalking horse.
The story's so big you needed 3 editors.
That's right.
All right, so the anomaly is saying, no, truth seeker, you must understand, I am the embodiment of anomaly, not the cause. Wherever there is an anomaly in the substance of space-time, I am there, but I do not create the conditions in which I exist. And do you know how you came into existence? And the anomaly says, I was not born an abstract entity. Concept embodiment was a function I assumed when I determined to manifest in this universe. I perceived an unfulfilled conceptual niche and bioformed myself to suitably fill it. Come on, Grinwald, put some time in it. And the disembodied you-know-who says, I see, then all such abstract entities, death, oblivion, eternity, originate beyond this universe and take on their cosmic roles as you did? The anomaly says, perhaps not. I am anomaly after all.
Nice.
Don't put me in a box, son. And the mysterious figure says, well, you've been most enlightening. Thank you for your time. And anomaly, time is not precious to me, to a time being like eternity or eon perhaps, but not me. And the figure says, how about life then, anomaly? Is that valueless to you as well? What if I were to take it from you? What if I were to rob you of the self-preservative motion of your organic molecules? Would you care, or are you beyond caring? Could you still represent the concept of anomaly if you were dead? As he's choking him. Oblivion, into your bosom I dispatch this spirit. Wow. These days, that would be a whole comic.
Yeah.
Yes.
That'd be 2 issues of a Bendis comic. Bendis. All right. So again, we go back to the present. Remember where we were at last time in orbit with Jack of Hearts and Quasar and the presence.
Yes.
Because it says the time, the present, the place, the edge of Earth's atmosphere, the players. Quasar, Earth's foremost cosmic champion, now unconscious inside an energy bubble of his own making. The Jack of Hearts, leader of a ragtag band of superhuman refugees bound for their native Earth. The Presence, nuclear-powered Russian dissident and fellow refugee. And Starlight, former Soviet superhero persuaded by the Presence to be his cosmically endowed escort.
Cosmically endowed? Wow.
Those must be some great implants. The situation dire. And again, Presence is still going off, telling Jack of Hearts, now quickly, finish him off. Point blank blast to his temple should be sufficient to do it. Jack's like, you mean kill him? Why? If you don't have the stomach to complete the task, then I shall. Stand back while I shatter this feeble sphere. Get some confidence, Presence.
Yeah.
And once Quasar's out of the way, nothing can stop us from making our presence known to Eon. Eon? Who's Eon? What's this all about, Sergei? Eon is only the greatest menace to existence our world has ever seen. Is the Presence lying? Does he believe this? He says, Starlight, my love, if you will, when she says, da. So she's either saying Russian yes or she's calling him dad. I don't know. Hey, Poppy. Eon's agent possesses formidable weapons capable of creating matter-energy constructs such as this sphere. It may take our combined energies to shatter it. And they both try. Yes, Starlight, we are doing it. For while the weapons are formidable, the wearer is not. Ooh, snap.
He might lack confidence from time to time, but come on, he's the protector of the universe.
That's right. It's a big job. It's a really big job.
Even Jack of Hearts is like, now wait a minute, Sergey. And Sergey says, pushes him away. Talk to the hand. Away. And he says, restrain the youth, Starlight. No time to convince him of the necessity of this termination. And Jack's just screaming, Sergey, don't! You can't just kill a man in cold blood. And the presence, no. Not even if this man is the prime accomplice of the being who will cause the whole infrastructure of the universe to collapse. Oh, we'll get there.
Yeah.
And we see the presence almost disappearing in a big, huge flash. It's a tazoot. Turn the page. Jack saying, You heartless, you disintegrated him. And the presence says, it so appears. Truly, I did not anticipate so thorough a molecular dispersal. Perhaps his wrist weapons contain self-destructive devices. And Jack gets free because Starlight says, Sergey, you're insane and inhuman. Why did I ever agree to help you find your way back to Earth? Presence says, it is a pity you cannot accept my word for the necessity of what I did and must do. Your power might have been of use in our assault upon Eon. And the two of them start blasting Jack. He's exhausted from propelling our caravan through space, my love. He would not have been that useful. In the presence, away with you then, Jack of Hearts. Whoever is not part of our program is part of its opposition. Jack's floating away with like 2 holes in his chest. Oh, I don't feel so good. Breach my armor. Gotta hold in my. And one of the Russians says, Das Vidanya. And Jack's glowing, come back here and see what you've done to me. The zero energy inside me leaking out. I am going to explode, just like Kona after that 3rd soda at Endgame. And blast it off. I'm going to blow up. I'm going to take you two with me. And the Presence and Starlight are flying away. To propel himself towards us, he'll have to take hands off holes in armor. Boy, that Russian accent's kicking it.
Yeah.
And we see a full boom.
I like that he went from kind of want them to come back and see what they've done to him to make them feel guilty to be like, I'm killing everyone if you don't come back and look at me.
I'm taking my life and going home.
Yeah.
But we'll get back to Jack in a few, after Cosmos. As I thought, the shockwave he has generated will take us to Mother World all the faster. What you call my world? Yeah, but then, for almost a minute, silence rules Earth's exosphere. But then, Quasar's back. As he says, he's thinking, I'm back. Where is everybody? No one to marvel at the way I used the energy of the golden Eggman's blast to quantum jump a few light seconds to safety.
Now he just wants props from his enemies.
Golden Eggman. Oh, this is like the day after Easter too. Nice.
True.
Quasar, better quantum scan the vicinity. Oh, great. Jacko's hurling away from Earth like a spent comet. Michael Jackson? The Eggman and Babe are heading earthward in one direction. The rest of the space caravan, they were in another. He says, who do I go after? And he's thinking, didn't exactly hear what the Eggman was blathering about, drifting in and out of consciousness like I was. But judging from the blast he gave me, he's the heaviest threat of the lot. On the other hand, the caravan looks like it's about to burn up from the friction of an out-of-control atmospheric entry. I know it's got passengers inside. I saw one of them.
Yes, he saved one of them in last issue, actually.
Looks like, what was it? The gargoyle, I believe, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like keeping them from flash frying is my first priority. Hope to see you later, Jack. And as he gets closer, there it is. Wonder who's all inside. Jack claimed they were refugees from the stranger's lab world. Any of the ones I met? What if one of them turns out to be the cosmic assassin Eon appointed me to safeguard him from? If only I had some place to take them other than Earth. The blue area of the moon, perhaps?
Wasn't he just there? Sorry.
I mean, got breathable atmosphere.
Yeah.
But I don't. Yes, you do. I'll be lucky if these tin cans make it to Earth in one piece. Okay, now that I'm at the front of the pack, I'll envelop them all in a nice aerodynamic, heat-deflecting quantum construct and look for a nice, inconvenient, out-of-the-way place on Earth to put them down. Oh, like here in the middle of Siberia, for instance.
That works.
You're going to go for my home, Eggman? I'm dumping this trash in your backyard, Eggman.
So in Soviet Russia, Eggman dumps you.
I will break you. Again, pat himself on the back again. Awfully clever of me to make my quantum construct transparent to radar, I must say. Okay, refugees, you're on terra firma. Come on out and be counted. And he's thinking, that winged lady and the glowing midget I saw before, but the rest of them I don't know from Adam.
You want to do a quick roll call here?
Sure, that's what I was going to say. Well, the lady with the wings, of course, was that Dragonfly.
Then you've got Diamond Head.
Yeah, was he like Nova
villain. Mm-hmm. And then the guy crawling out there is Wood God and Gargoyle. And then what was his name?
Was it
Nuclo or something like that, maybe?
Oh, sounds right.
And then those three women there, we'll see them in a few issues.
Yeah, they're coming back. We'll leave them alone for right now.
Let's just call them
T, B, and A.
Yeah.
Whoa, what?
Like to be announced.
To be announced.
Let's just call them the sisters. Yeah, we'll get to them. As well, the mysterious disembodied. All right, so Quasar saying, I don't have a whole lot of time. Who are you people? He says, I know all about this stranger. You speak English? Where are you from? And the gargoyle, I call myself the gargoyle, and like the rest of us here, I was abducted by the stranger for... And he just trails off, because then he's like, I was born in America. Borough, Virginia, to be, and then Diamond Head comes over. We're all from Earth, Blondie. That's why we pulled our resources to get back here. Quasar, funny, you guys don't look? He's like, excuse me. Eon's calling.
Sorry, guys, I got to take this.
Yeah. Because I didn't use it at all while I was on the blue area of the moon when I could have just asked,
I didn't use it in the last 6 Avengers issues. But yeah, Eon's calling. And Eon says, I'm under attack. Get here at once. And he's like, seriously? Of course you're serious. You never joke. Quasar flies up in the sky. I'm on my way. Gotta go. You folks stay out of trouble or you'll hear from me. And one of them saying, hey, you can't leave us here. And he says, I've never heard Eon sound so panicky. I guess this is it. The big moment I've been sweating over since Eon appointed me protector of the universe. Am I up for it? Don't know, but I'm as ready as I'm ever going to be. Unless I want to rip another hole in the ozone, I'm limited to how fast I can zoom back to New York. Again, Bubble. I'm gonna have to buy me some time. I'll call Peggy at Avengers Mansion. See if she can patch me through to the Fantastic Four.
Woohoo!
Been waiting on them ever since he moved into that building. Unless they're out of town, they're going to find themselves in the middle of this. The portal to Eon's realm is in the same building as their headquarters. If anyone can put up some holding action till I get there, it's the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I mean, I like his approach. It's ever have something. I think I left the stove on. I'm gonna have to call my next door neighbor and see if they can use the spare key.
Go check on my stove before I blow up all our apartments.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
His rent is definitely getting raised after this.
Oh yeah, didn't he break his lease? But no, there's nothing about portals. We'll get there.
Yeah.
All right, New York City, 4 Freedoms Plaza, of course. The 12th floor office suite of Vaughn Security Systems, where Wendell Vaughn's top designer Kenjiro Tanaka burns the midnight oil on an impending contract at 12:29 a.m. His top designer, I was going to say, does HD actually design stuff? I'm like, isn't Ken like the only designer at this point?
Yeah.
Well, I guess you can call yourself whatever you want if you're the other one.
Yeah, if you're only one, you. Senior super director designer dude.
Yeah. I guess he just wants a raise, I think.
Yeah.
But then, is there a knock at the door? No, there's a big explosion through the wall. It gets blown from his drafting table. And we see Presence and Starlight. Eon, we are here! Again, how does the Presence know about Eon?
I don't know. We'll have to find that out later.
But yeah, the alarm's going off. And Starlight picks up, looking at Ken. Sergei, this man is still alive. What should we do with him? And the President says, he's inconsequential. Do with him as you will. Stand guard against all intruders, my love. I go to rid the cosmos of the execrable Eon. And 5,000 miles away. Blast, Quasar's thinking. My office has just been breached. My bands are attuned to the alarm. Whoever the cosmic threat is just made Swiss cheese out of the energy barrier I erected between the walls.
I like that he uses his security system to jack up his quantum bands, make him like an Apple Watch. You know, it's all his notifications on it, not just with Eon. It's got the office in there.
Oh yeah,
They're like call Peggy. Yeah,
the killer app, man. It's a killer app.
There's an app for that. And Quasar calls Eon back. Eon, how are you doing? I'm still... Oh, wait. He's 5,000 miles away, but he's 5 minutes away?
1,000 miles an hour.
Nice. Breaking that sonic barrier. Making some sonic booms. Eon, how are you doing? I'm still 5 minutes or so away. Is there any evasive maneuver, anything you could do to hide from the assassin once he makes it through the portal? Eon says, I'll try. Quasar's thinking, man, this is so frustrating. Man, I wish I had thought to prepare some sort of evacuation routine like a fire drill or something. I'm such an idiot. Whoa, cool down. No time for that now. Got to psych myself up for the fight of my life. At least I was able to get a hold of the Fantastic Four. Finally, as we see them coming down. They're like coming down the outside of the building. Don't you think Reed Richards would have like a quicker way inside the building to get?
But this looks cooler, man.
I guess because the torch is flying down, Sue's coming down on her force fields, and Reed's stretching down his bends, like sliding down him almost like a fireman's pole. Old college buddies. What can I say? Ben saying, "Hey, Stretcho. Hope you got your feet secured nice and tight." And Sue, don't worry, Ben. I could always create one of my force columns beneath you. And the Torch, who has met Quasar before, says, so who'd Quasar say was going to break in? And Reed, he didn't know Torch, but he warned us he'd be very powerful. And Torch says, I'm going to fly on ahead. Check out the hole. And then he looks, he's like, whoo, that's one serious hole.
Hole checked out.
What?
Hole checked out.
He said he was going to do it, and he did it.
And he did it.
Never let it be said. Johnny Storm doesn't do his chores, yeah.
Uh-huh.
He says, he's thinking our HQ is on the top floors. Why would anyone want to break in way down here? And then he gets blasted out the hole. And Sue's like, Johnny. And Reed, I've got him, Sue. And she says, he's still flaming. Let me coat your hands. And Reed catches Johnny with an assist from Sue. And Johnny's thinking, oh, what hit me? And Ben's looking in the hole at Starlight. Who's she? Phoenix?
It's got to be an X-Men crossover sometime.
She looks way moody. She got to be one of the X-Men. And that Sue's thinking, a woman. And she yells, now. And Ben says, you don't have to tell me twice, Susie. It's... Because Starlight tries to blast him and gets shot back because Sue puts a force field up and ricochets Starlight's blast right back at her. My force screen reflecting her energies back at her. And Ben, it's clobbering. And Starlight's thinking, the Fantastic Four, I must divert their attentions. So they may remain unaware of Sergei in the next room. And by the time Ben says time, she's flying out of his arms. Oh, I was robbed. But she doesn't get too far because blocking the hole is Reed stretching across it, and there's Johnny. You recognize her, Reed? She looks like the second Red Guardian, but I was not aware she had the ability to fly. So I'm assuming wasn't she the second Red Guardian or one of them?
I think she's one of them. Yeah. I think that's I think Reed's right.
I have what I came for. I must escape. And then she thinks, or so I wish for them to believe. He's Reed. We'll see about that, miss. And she starts trying to fly through him. Hey, I'm a married man. Someone yells, Reed. He's like, take more than her to snap me. And Sue's checking on Johnny. Johnny, you okay? Get out of here, Sue. You're my mother. You're my sister, not my mother. I'll marry an alien if I want to. And Ben says, forget the kid. We got another casualty here. And Sue says, get him to safety, Ben. You're the closest. And he says, nuts. I wanted to play patty cakes with Little Miss Starkist. What? Just like Red Guardian, not a fish.
Just like weird Ben Grimm stuff.
And finally, Quasar makes it back. Made it. That's Mr. Fantastic stretched across the window. Got to go in another way. And we see, what's that? And we hear a crash. Ben's like, what's that? Something's going on in the next room because Quasar comes through the wall. A hole blown right through the bookcase. The assassin must have been in a big hurry to get into Eon's realm. What's going on? There's always starry space right beyond the portal. Of course, this must be Eon's ploy to detain the assassin. He must have expanded himself to incredible proportions. Well, that's one way to hide, I guess, though I'd have gone microscopic if it were me.
Yeah.
So how am I supposed to find the assassin in all this mossy gunk? I can't communicate with Eon directly. That tip off the assailant where his mind resides. Wait, that tunnel there doesn't look like any of the other passageways. It looks like it was carved or burned through Eon's innards. I'll bet my band's the assassins at the end of the tunnel. And he flies down.
The fight at the end of the tunnel he's looking for.
Don't go into the fight. I was right. I found them. Better brace myself. This is it. And we see because the presence is blasting. All living things have hearts, Eon. Central repositories of life force. And it's only a matter of time before my thrusts, weakening. Didn't take your blue pill, huh, President? And he turns around and sees Quasar. You! And he blasts at him. That's right, Eggman. Tapping into the energy you're generating. And he thinks, dare not counter with blasts of my own. This is Eon I'm fighting in. Don't want to hit anything vital. Have to do the old encompass the enemy in a bubble trick.
Which always works.
Yeah. Classic. It's cool kind of breaking the third wall, you know.
Eon, I'm here. How are you doing? And I am alive. Great. I either want to get you away from the assassin or the assassin out of you without doing any more damage. Which do you think would be easier? And Eon offers up the solution. Here, Quasar. This is what he's looking for. My heart. Take it. Protect it and flee from here. He is certain to follow.
Wow.
And Quasar picks up the heart and says, are you sure about this? Can your body live with your heart detached? And he says, yes, I can suspend my life functions for approximately 3.14 of your earthly hours. Yeah, pie hour.
Yeah. Let's say so. Guarding his heart will be easy as pie.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, okay, you can count on me, Eon. I'll guard your heart like it was my own. And the presence breaks out of the bubble. Free! You have failed to reckon with the untrampled fury of the atomic fire within my breast, Quasar. Quasar? Who's already flying out of Eon. I weakened my force bubble so he might be able to break through and follow me out. But I might have weakened it a bit too much. I was shooting for a bigger head start. And we see the presence yelling, you unwitting dupe! The entity you serve is evil. He holds the secret that will cause the universe to collapse. I have it on the highest authority. Who could have told you that? I think don't we find that in like the next issue or two?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's a note.
In one of those prologue. Yeah.
Editor's note. You will find out 2 issues from now.
Stay tuned.
Spoilers note.
And Quasar's thinking, what's he blabbing about? And as he flies through Reed Richards' legs, and he's like, whoa, Quasar. Get out of the way, sir. There's a devil nipping at my heels.
Get out of the way. You texted me to help you.
Get out the way. And he flies out in the other room. He says, Ben Grimm, he's one of the most dependable guys in the business, as well as being an old friend. He says, Ben, Quasar, what are you? And he says, no time to explain. Hide this and guard it with your life. And he's like, huh? Oh, you got it, Junior. And Quasar shoots outside out the hole. Nah, Ben's like, what in the name of my Aunt Petunia is this? A pickled moose heart? It's like, better hide it. And then we see the presents come flying out and completely ignoring Ben Grimm because he doesn't see the heart. You
He's just there whistling. I love that panel. He just
because the presence flies past him, says, "You cannot hope to elude me, Quasar. I shall follow your trail to the edge of the cosmos." And woo and a half. My gamble seems to have paid off. Prez didn't expect me to be so foolhardy as to pass Eon's heart to someone else. That'll lead him on a merry chase back up to the exosphere. And being smart, Quasar makes another, quantum egg, but this one's you can't see through it, so he's like, "Hey, Eggman, here's another one." He says, "Hey, okay, presents, I've got something you want." Thinking, or a reasonable or facsimile decoy thereof. Come and get it, why don't you? And the present, your smugness is unbecoming, considering the abomination you serve. I strike not out of malice, but for the very survival of the universe, as he lets him have it with both hands. Yeah, nutcases always justify their actions. Your infernal wristbands swallow up my energy, as he tackles Quasar, but they cannot impede my hurtling form. He says, "You're right, Prez, especially when I let you. And now, Cosmic Assassin, it's quantum time."
Oh, Ben Grimm took a page from his book.
That's right.
And we see, what happened? Where? And Quasar says, "We're in the quantum zone, Eggman, a realm of potential energy which my bands interface with. And now that we're someplace where there's nobody around to get hurt, the kid gloves her off." And he punches him right in the egg.
Nice uppercut. Yeah.
Let's crack some eggs, baby.
I'm gonna scramble your face. He hit him over hard.
Gotta break his grip on me there, and he sidekicks him away. A good old sidekick, like I was taught back in the Shield Academy. Hey, issue 1.
Yeah. Man, the torch was from an early issue too. We got a lot of throwbacks.
He can beat on the Eggman. He ain't no girl.
beat the Eggman. Did you get it? Did you say that? Intentional. Yeah.
What is now?
Yeah, he cracked him. Good.
I'm just waiting for him to say,
select him. Okay.
I'm just waiting for him to say, "Go crawl back up the chicken's butt you came from."
If it came, the chicken egg thing.
Oh yeah, did he come before the chicken? Yeah. And Quasar thinking, ordinarily, I'd consider leaving a person here in the zone to starve to death, unnecessarily harsh and cruel. But this is the Cosmic Assassin we're dealing with here. The threat to the universe that Eon appointed me to combat. The whole reason for my being. Presence, I hereby rename you Absence.
Damn, zing!
I know. Yeah, people, that's not one of ours. That's Wendell's. And Mark Grunwald. But he quantum jumps back in the regular space. I'm back. I did it. The threat to Eon's been vanquished. Yeehaw! Now I don't have to worry about him ambushing me next time I warp through the zone. Eon says the place is as big as the universe. He says, now I better haul back down to Earth and give Eon back his heart. Then I've got a lot of explaining to the FF to do. Woohoo! That's right, people. He beat the Cosmic Menace, and it's only part 2. Yeah, it's all kittens and puppies for the next 5 parts. Woo!
5 issues of him were exclaiming happily.
Just beating on minor villains like Modam and Quantum. It's all fun and games again. Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
It doesn't get too dark, people. No.
Really, really dark.
And back in Four Freedoms Plaza, he flies back down. Hey, FF, I'm back. And Ben, so what do you want, Junior? A ticker tape parade? He's like, nope, just my funky football back. And between Sue and Johnny, they're imprisoning Starlight in a force field and fire. And then Sue's checking on Ken. He's like, I will be all right, Mrs. Richards. And Ben says, here, catch. He says, now for the love of Pete, how about explaining to us what the heck's going on around here? And Reed stretches in. Yes, I'd be most interested in hearing that, particularly what that extra dimensional portal is doing in my building without my knowledge. Here's the line we always tease. And Wendell looks back at him and says, gee, Dr. Richards, I must have missed the part of my lease that said no extra dimensional portals allowed. Why, you? Look, I'll answer all your questions in a minute. First, I have to get this heart back to its 8 billion-year-old owner. That's ironic. 8 billion, you know, as much as Avengers Endgame is going to make this weekend. All right. And he must do that because then 3 a.m. on the West End Avenue. West End Avenue, born and raised. He's flying back down. He's thinking, got Eon's heart back to him in plenty of time. Finessed my way through Reed Richards' battery of questions, remanded Starlight into FF custody, and got my buddy Ken to the hospital. What a night. He's like, wish Kayla was still up. I really feel like Sella. And uh-oh. There's Kayla and Makari on the floor. He's like, Quasar, sorry, didn't mean to,
Nighttime activities at 3 a.m.
But he slams the door and takes off into the air as Makari comes running out. Hey, wait, Quaz! But so Quasar needs to get away, so he goes to Fairfield, Connecticut, to his father's house. And the kids just keep on coming.
Yep.
Oh, boy. And he's like, blast it all anyway. I knew Mac was fast, but how'd he move in on Kayla so darn quickly? I only left her, 7 hours ago? Could have sworn she said, what does it matter? Mustn't let my crummy personal life ruin for me the greatest victory Dad? Uh-oh. Dad's laying on the floor. Where he's been for last almost year for us? And he's like, Dad, my God, what? He's not breathing. And he starts trying to give him mouth to mouth. He's like, breathe, Dad, please. No. And then his father, quote unquote, looks up, Quasar. Dad, how? I thought you. And then we see something happen to his father's head. Quasar, I have something to tell you. He's like, Eon? Wait, where's my dad? What is?
Yeah, his head turns into Eon's walls.
Yeah.
Exactly. I knew you had a hard head, but damn. Where's my dad? What is he? Says, I'm sorry, my protector, but when you removed my heart from my body, it was no longer possible for me to sustain him. He's like, sustain him? He's like, what do you mean? Your father died several weeks ago. I resuscitated him as best I could. He's like, died? How? Cerebral hemorrhage. He's like, you kept it from me? That he died and you tried to deceive me by reanimating him? And he's like, aware of your emotional attachment to this man, I felt that coping with his demise would impair your ability to perform as protector of the universe. And Quasar says, is that so? Well, you don't have to worry about that. I quit as of right now. And Eon says, you cannot. The quantum bands are unremovable until your death. And he says, then maybe you better kill me so you can take them back. And he says, I do not kill. If you think I killed your father, I assure you. He says, if you can't take them from me, then I guess I'll just have to keep them. As of right now, Eon, I'm no longer your cosmic whipping boy. Get out of here. I never want to see you again. He says, but I am uncertain if the presence was truly the cosmic threat. And he says, you're just saying that. Why should I believe anything you have to say anymore? Now get lost. And he drop kicks little Eon into the refrigerator. He fridged him. Everyone thinks Green Lantern 54 was the first case of fridging. Not so. But somewhere on Earth, an anomalous figure eavesdrops. Anomalous figure. Could it be the figure who killed Anomaly?
Maybe. Perhaps. Possibly. Heck yeah.
But we see him. He must be checking on Quasar. My plan proceeds apace. In one night, I have not only caused Quasar to drop his guard against the threat he was appointed to combat, but I've also driven a wedge between my two greatest adversaries. Now, by the time they realize what I've done, it will be too late.
Yes, indeed.
Next, the enemy revealed. That should say the real enemy revealed.
Nice. Very nice. This is
the letters page has there's the list of the is this from the strangers boy, that seems a lifetime ago.
It does.
The Ethicals, Jakar, Wood God, Ego Prime, we got all them. The Cosmosian Paleo? I think I ate that at a Greek restaurant. Stardust.
The presence.
The presence.
Absence. I mean, the absence.
Boy, we don't see him again until, spoiler, we don't see the presence again until what, I think it's 45 or 46.
Yeah, it's because he teams up with Quantum from the Imperial Guard, right?
Oh,
right?
Yeah, because Quasar's rocking the Star brand at that point, right? Spoilers.
Yeah. The Star brand. Yeah,
That's it.
That is
if Quasar survives.
Yes.
Let's not lose our heads or our hands here, people.
Yeah. But this is awesome. He takes him to basically the top of the heap. I've beat the assassin, and 3 pages later, everything has.
He has no girlfriend, no friends.
Eon has lied to him. Everything has been just. It's all come crashing down. It's Grunwald.
Mm-hmm.
This is Grunwald's magnum opus, in my opinion. I know everybody talks about Squadron Supreme, but this story right here is, I think, the best thing he ever did.
Oh, yeah. Hey, is Kona sleeping?
I am not.
That's not a lullaby. I was looking for a lullaby.
No, he's basically napping. He's going to build up some nap time, so he's ready for Thursday night.
Oh yes, Mr. Kona decided to be brave and go see Endgame. What is it, 11 something at night?
11:15, and that's just for the previews start probably. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That movie's not starting until probably 11:45.
Yeah, it'll be 2:30, 2:45.
Oh, the movie's 3 hours and 2 minutes. So
yeah.
Add in trailers, he's 3.5 hours. So
yeah.
He's leaving Friday. He's like, I'll see you Sunday, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're starting to go downhill here. Cosmos. Yeah. Starting to get dark. Oh, hey, is it next issue they go to the new client's house?
Yes, they do.
On a totally unrelated note, they go to the new client's house.
And the name of that on the cover of that next issue is The Enemy Revealed.
Yes. It looks like a long stretched out shadow.
Yep. Wonder who that could be.
The Cosmic Assassin.
This thing just ties together because it ties everything back from the first issue. It ties it back to Journey because, spoilers, guess who's responsible for the Oblivion Plague of the Watchers?
Distraction.
I don't know.
Yes. Killed billions of beings as a distraction.
As a distraction, yeah. It's just maybe this will keep him busy for a minute or two.
Oh, and then in issue 22, we keep talking about the sweet Ghost Rider guy guest starring in 23, but in 22 we get the ghost of Marvel, kind of.
Yep, that's true. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. This is just an awesome story. Now that we've got it in trade paperback format, thank you, Marvel. Hardcover time.
I have all the issues, but I wonder when are they going to get on? I mean, this is like the best stuff, but when are they going to get on reprinting the rest of the series?
Yeah.
So they got 26 through 60. They got to reprint.
That's right.
Plus, you could squeeze a couple more of those out because I mean, you can always put that Star Blast miniseries in with the Star Blast crossovers.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, could do an omnibus.
Yes,
That would be awesome.
If it looks sweet enough, I might have to buy.
Yeah, no kidding.
But no, I'm gonna have to go sometime this week and I want to get a frame, maybe frame Mr. Kona's present, put it on the wall somewhere where you can see it on camera.
Every time we do the podcast, yeah, it'll be there.
Oh, I want it up there for every podcast.
Yeah.
I just wanted something to fondly remember Mr. Kona after Endgame kills him.
It's my memorial.
So I know we've been talking about the story, but Capullo just keeps getting better and better with every issue.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, this is his first ongoing that he was doing, and he just amps it up. I mean, when he comes back after 25, I think in issue 27, it's just you notice it. It's like he's gotten so much better over the whatever break he took. I mean, it's awesome.
But even like every issue of Cosmos is great too. I mean,
yeah.
Especially like all that cosmic stuff, like 20, that double size 25 issue 25. And...
Yep, exactly. I mean, there's just so much. The prologues are great too. I mean, he just does some weird designy stuff. I mean, this thing is just awesome.
Just screams cosmic. I mean, as great as Grunwald's stories are, I mean, yeah, the art just like
makes it even better.
It's like perfect because like. You had Paul Ryan in the beginning as they were like working their way up, and then every time the series seems to shift up, you get a different artist.
Yeah, Journey into Mystery had Mike Manley. Boom, and which is funny because Manley was doing Batman after this. I think Capullo may have done some Batman at some point. Maybe. Do you guys know anything about that? I don't know.
Him and Scott Snyder has some good stuff.
Yeah, that sold buckets.
I mean, they invented the Court of Owls. I mean,
yeah,
DC was like using that Court of Owls every 2 seconds for a while there.
Yeah, they're coming back, aren't they? Teaming one last time for Batman, like last night or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, some kind of mini series. Yeah, almost. I don't know. I think it's almost like an old man Batman thing.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
Yeah. All right. So, anything else?
I got nothing else. Just working on my napping.
Gonna say he's gonna sleep for like 2 days straight so he can stay up for Endgame.
Yep.
Eat lots of sugar. Finding your faults, just like Mom. I'm reading your T-shirt.
Oh yeah. It's a Splunk. It's a tech thing. They do system logging and things like that. So.
Okay. Now makes sense. All right. So let's get out of here. I was gonna say if people wait for that podcast, it'll be too late. So maybe I'll put something up on our Facebook and Twitter later. But this week sometime. But yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube or check out the social media, send us your thoughts on Endgame. We can read some Avengers Endgame.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
Send your emails, send your voicemails. I mean, we're doing a big review on Capes and Lunatics, and I mean, you two are welcome, but we could read some feedback here too.
Yeah, Endgame is a big deal.
Heck yes. All right, so again, where can you send that feedback? Glad you asked. Capes and Lunatics at gmail.com. Facebook.com/QuantumZonePod, at QuantumZonePod, and at CL Sidekicks on Twitter. I can follow CL Sidekicks on Instagram. The voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-Capes. And remember, check out our work in progress. Lilith Hellfire has worked her voodoo and created capesandlunatics.org. So check that out. Eventually, everything will be on there, including this show. So check it out. And Will Allred, The Wall. Where can people get a hold of you?
They can find me at Wallred, at WALLRED, Gmail, Twitter, Facebook, blah, blah, blah. They can also find me, find my self-published work, Diary of Night, at diaryofnight.com. And then, of course, the Quantum Zone, quantumzone.org.
All right. And Sleeping Beauty, where can people get a hold of you when you're not in the theater?
You can find me. Yeah. Okay. I was going to get the theater address.
Nice.
I mean,
Here all weekend.
I think I've seen it in 3D. I don't know. Boston Common, Lowe's, AMC. The same old places at Matt Kona, MATTKONA. Hashtag ZZZZZZZ. Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. Send me a message. Listen to the YouTube show that Phil and I have been doing.
Oh, yes.
Readings from Cybertron, recapping and reading together the original Transformers Marvel run.
That's right. Dinobots coming next.
Sweet.
All right. So let's get out of here. Quasar's having a bad day. Matt Kona needs his rest. Oh, Lord. We all got to sit through a 3-hour movie, though. I mean, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good movie, but it's just, I'm not drinking. I'm not eating before I go in there. And then we get Cosmos again next week.
That's right. More Cosmos.
We meet the true cosmic assassin.
The enemy revealed.
And what is it? Is it the issue after? Or, I mean, we eventually find out the truth about HD also.
Uh-huh.
She's Sinead O'Connor.
That's right.
And all the kids are like, who?
We also get an appearance by Angelina Jolie.
That's right. All right, everyone. That's true at the end. Yeah. All right, everyone. Go out and see Avengers Endgame and come back here next time all rested. And remember, Quantum Zoners, keep it quantum.